Welcome to another video from Only Copilot fans. I'm your host, AJ Ansari. Today's video is a quick tutorial on how you can set up pay-as-you-go billing for Copilot Studio agents. By default, most people have used the prepaid credits for Copilot Studio, but pay-as-you-go billing means greater flexibility. You don't have to pay anything upfront, you only pay for what you use, and you can also set budgets to limit your cost and your exposure. So let's get started. First, let's talk about prerequisites. If you're using Azure in any way, shape, or form at your company today, chances are all of this has already been done. But just in case, let's take a look at what they are. You're going to need an Azure billing profile. The billing profile is where you define your payment method or how you're going to pay for what you're consuming. Next, you'll need an Azure subscription. An Azure subscription is a container that contains all kinds of different resources, whether they are virtual machines, storage, etc. And it also has a connection to your billing profile. I'll show you in a little bit how we can go verify or create those if needed. Next, let's talk about what you need to do step by step. We're going to need to go to the Azure portal and create a resource group. It's going to be the common thread that allows us to link our Power Platform environment to this particular billing profile that we've set up. Next, we're going to need to go into the Power Platform Admin Center, and over there, we're going to need to create something called a billing plan. The billing plan is going to link this particular resource group from the Azure portal into Power Platform. We're also going to need to make sure that this billing plan links to one or more Power Platform environments. Finally, in Power Platform Admin Center, you can also track your usage, whether it's Copilot Studio agents, Dataverse consumption, a Power Platform app or flow, etc. In Azure portal, you can also go and see the billing and the invoice every month. And so that gives you full visibility end to end. You can also set up a budget or a quota in the Azure portal if you require. So now let's go take a look at how we can do all of this. The first step is to go to portal.azure.com or the Azure portal. I've got a shortcut on my screen, so I'm going to click that. In my Azure portal, I can navigate to billing subscriptions. I've accessed it recently, so you saw that in the dropdown, but for you, you might need to type that in. This is going to show you the different billing profiles or billing subscriptions that you have at this point in time. Now, in this particular one, you can see that I've got my payment method associated. That's my credit card. I can change that out if I need to a different payment method. Armed with that information, we can go to our home and subscriptions, or if I'm already on the home screen, I could click on subscriptions. Now here you're going to notice that different subscriptions behave a little bit differently. I've got one that's a Microsoft Azure sponsorship, so you may have one of these as well. If that's the case, you'll find a payment method for overages, but you're not going to find a lot in the way of cost analysis, etc. right over here. Compare what I'm seeing here to, say, a different type of subscription that I've got. In this particular place, I'm not going to see payment methods, but under billing, I will see my billing profile invoices. So here I can see that this is associated with my billing profile and Ansarico Inc. I can see the different invoices from my consumption at different points in time. Under settings, I should also be able to see under billing properties the billing profile name, the ID, and billing plan, etc. So this helps me map back to where we first looked at before we came to subscriptions. If you don't already have a subscription in place, you can easily create those by coming to Add, select or put in a subscription name, select a billing account from the dropdown, and then go to Next, etc. And you can also set a budget. While I'm on the topic of budgets, in one of my two subscriptions that I was showing you, I had the ability to also set budgets right over here. So I could click on budget and I could click on add and I could set the budget that I have for a certain period. And this allows me to control my costs and to not have overruns. Now, armed with all of that information, let's go in and start to create a resource group. And I'm going to do this in Microsoft Azure Sponsorship 1. I go to resource groups and create a new resource group over here. My resource group's got to have a unique name, obviously. I'm going to call it my pay-as-you-go resource group and select a region. Next, if you want to add any tags, otherwise we can just review and create. This won't take very long at all. I have my pay-as-you-go resource group right over here. Next, we're going to go to the Power Platform Admin Center, and that's admin.powerplatform.com. It's going to route you to admin.powerplatform.microsoft.com. Now, this is a new Power Platform Admin Center. At this point, I think everybody's already got it. But if you're one of the stragglers with the old purple-looking Power Platform Admin Center, just you should be able to do everything I'm showing here, but the menu items might be moved around a little bit. So I've got one environment, which is a sandbox environment called the Power Platform Sandbox, and we're going to apply our billing plan that we create to this particular sandbox. So what do? We go to licensing, and we go to billing plans, and here we click on new billing plan. Click on Azure subscription, give it a name, select our Azure subscription name, and that resource group. The resource group is our bridge between the Azure subscription or the Azure portal and the Power Platform Admin Center. And then we select which Power Platform products are going to be part of this billing plan. So Copilot Studio, of course, and Dataverse is already selected. And if you wanted to select any of these other ones like Power Apps, Power Automate, or Power Pages, you could do that as well. If you're wondering why Windows 365 for Agents automatically got selected, that's because this is going to be used for a computer using Agents in Copilot Studio. So I hit Next, and I select the region. And this will show me all the environments that are part of this particular region. Now, if I wanted to, I could select an environment or more this time. But if I create an environment at a later time, I also have the option and from that side to apply this billing plan to new environments. So let's save this over here first. And you can see it's already enabled. If you ever need to edit this, you can come down here, you can edit, you can see I've got target environments and I can add more or remove any environments from here. If I'm creating a new environment from Manage, let's click New. Here you can type in a name, you can choose your group, region, etc., and scroll down. The most important feature that you need to worry about, which is the pay-as-you-go with Azure, and from the drop-down, you can select your billing policy. You can also create a new billing policy while you're creating a new environment if you ever wanted to do that. And that's how simple it is for you to create a pay-as-you-go billing plan for your Copilot Studio agents. Without any money out of your pocket up front, you now have access to all the premium features in Copilot Studio. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, please leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our Only Copilot Fans channel. It really helps us reach a lot more people when you do that. And tell your friends about us too. Until next time, I'm AJ Ansari, and I hope to see you again very soon. Take care.